of man is changing, growing more evil and more wicked by the day. I will not allow this evil to continue much longer. Time is running short when the wrath of the Lord your God will descend upon the world and its wicked ways. Some of us will come out as heroes. Some of us will come out as warriors, while others will fall to the woes of the devil. Which path do you choose? The path to heaven or the path to hell? Time is running out for this world.
What you are looking at is a site of total chaos and carnage, an absolutely demolished graveyard, mangled corpses, destroyed property, and there remain only 2 witnesses from that night. This graveyard has the appearance of a war zone. Robert and Jasmine of the local county police department are not here to testify at this time. Our worry, however, is that the ever-famous crime family could possibly be behind this catastrophe. The only statement that we've received from the local police department was that they would comment when they deemed it necessary. However, the only statement that we have from the police at this current time was that it was a night of living hell. As many of you may have known by now, this crime family, headed by the man known to us only as Jaws, was heavily involved with this destruction. The most notorious names accompanying this crime boss leader are known as Charles and Silver, who were at one time known in this community for being notorious gangsters, killers for hire. We sincerely encourage all of you in the public to please watch out.
We must stop this before this shit gets out of hand. Fucking news crew is already all over our asses. Rob, Jazz, come in. Come in, do you copy? Get your asses to that building and get that paperwork so we can get this information to the public. You understand? Get there as fast as you can. Fucking speed. If you have to, I don't care. Get there now. Where are you? Fucking answer me, Rob. I'm about to flip the fuck out.
All right, Chief. Just radioing in. Jasmine and I have reached the correct coordinates. We have located the former headquarters of Jaws for Windows, now in search of any more documentation on the former crime family organization. If we find anything, sir, we will let you know.
Roger that, Robert. But you two be very careful in there. You don't know what could be behind every door. Search the building and do it to the best of both your abilities. But be careful. Do not take risks. If there is danger, you are to get out of there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's Robert. You and Jasmine better not fuck around in there. We don't know if any members of the family are still at large. Don't fuck around. Understand me?
Yes, Michael. I understand.
Michael, listen to me. This place is huge, but Robert and I know what we're doing. We will search the entire premises, and should we find anybody here, we will take care of it as necessary. Check back with you later.
Jasmine and I stepped from the car and scrutinized the parking lot around us. This place was definitely abandoned now, but much was clear. The building did not appear to be vandalized from the outside, but I knew better as an officer and a detective. I knew to tread very carefully. Anything could be lurking around any corner. Traps, snipers, anything. Considering this building, these catacombs were at one time home to one of the most notorious crime families in the history of the world, I was absolutely confident there was more than what met the eye here. Yes, Jaws, Charles, and any other known members of the family that were known to myself and Jasmine were now deceased. That was true, but there was always that question in the back of my mind. Could there be more out there? Well, that's what we were stepping inside this mysterious building to find out. We wanted answers, and we were going to get them.
Tread very carefully, Robert. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I am very uneasy stepping inside this building. But I feel that Alex and Silver both deserve justice. Yes, I know everyone is now gone, but there is still so much damage that needs to be repaired. You and I were the only witnesses from that night. I will make good and damn well on my promise. Silver and Alex will not have died in vain.
Jasmine, listen to me. Silver and Alex were our friends, but you must remember, honey, we have a job to do. We must walk in this building with our heads held high even if we are scared to death. Like you said, we are indeed the only witnesses from that night, and yes, there is a lot of damage that Jaws and his crime family left for others to clean up. That is our job. We are not on the officers, we are soldiers. Now come and keep your rifle close by. I called open the heavy steel door, and we stepped inside. I gasped. Not only was the building not vandalized by any means, it was immaculate. Beautiful granite and tile floors, red carpet and brick line the walls, huge high ceilings, paintings and statues at every corner, doors made of oak. I was absolutely amazed.
Wow, what a place. This must have been one rich crime organization.
I scanned the wall opposite the front doors as we stepped into the lobby. Just past the front desk and the large Coke machine, which no longer worked, there was an elevator. Glass, emeralds and rubies were baked right into the glass doors. I assumed that Jaws' office was on another floor. As the top man, that would make sense to me, especially because I had dealt with these kind of organizations many times before. I scanned the lobby for a building directory. Not immediately seeing one, we stepped inside, and made our way to the front desk. Not seeing anything of interest, Jasmine and I ducked behind the front desk, and ducked underneath to search the shelves for any possible clues, maps, or a building directory. It was absolutely of the utmost importance that we locate the office of Jaws.
Robert, I found it.
Sure enough, she rose from behind the counter, the building directory in both hands.
Now we just need to locate the office.
We flipped through what felt like a million pages of names and maps until we landed on it. The office was located on the top floor 10 stories up, and wouldn't you know, you even needed a passcode. The door was remotely controlled with a keypad. Damn it.
How the hell are we going to get in? The door is unlockable only with a passcode, and we don't know the code. What are we going to do?
Well, there is nothing else for it. We'll have to break down the door. That's obvious. Hope you are wearing your boots, hacker. Come, proceeded to the elevator. We are going up. We crossed the lobby floor and entered into the elevator. I cannot explain why, but the instant those glass doors slammed shut behind us, and we were on our way up, I suddenly got a horrible feeling. We were not the only ones in this building. No way. I grabbed Jasmine's hand and held on tight as we rose higher and higher, until I felt the elevator come to a stop. At floor 10, and my worst fears were confirmed.
Oh my good lord, Robert, oh my good lord. This is not happening. Please tell me I'm dreaming.
I held down the button that opened and closed the door, making sure it would not open. Zombies, by the hundreds, swarming up and down the halls, guarding every single door, from here, all the way down to the office. I tried not to show it in front of Jasmine, but I was afraid, terribly frightened. But I knew that we came here to do a job. We absolutely must have that paperwork, and I was going to get it. We needed this story told. I thought of Silver. Silver, the brave and reckless warrior, who fought until his last breath, and gave his life for Alex, and for us as well. Jasmine and I were packing some serious firepower, like last time, because we knew, good and damn well, that if it concerned Jaws, or anybody in that crime family, you need to come prepared, or you will be swallowed up. But we had no time to prepare this time. We had to be like Silver was. Charge headlong into the battle, and hope we weren't killed.
Robert, I really think we should go back down. It's not worth this. This is not worth dying for. Robert, please.
Yes, it is. You made a promise to Alex and Silver's memories. We are going to keep that promise. Now listen up. We are carrying hand grenades, 2 fully loaded rifles, pistols, knives. We are well equipped. We are going to open this door and charge into that army, and to hell with the consequences. Are you ready?
But Michael said.
I don't care what Michael said. Let's go. And before she could say another word, I threw open the doors to the elevator, and we charged into the army of zombies, guns blazing. I smashed through the glass doors with my foot, and we slammed into that army head-on.
I see the office door, Robert. But there are hundreds of these things.
Jasmine, we just have to fight. The door is our goal. We must reach it, and we will. We must kill anything standing in our way.
My god, Robert, look out.
Fucking hell. I dived out of the way as a huge beast charged straight towards me. Jasmine slammed her knife hard into the monster's throat, topping him like a stone. At the same time, 5 more came up behind her. I seized my rifle and let them have it. Blood and gore splattered the walls, floor, doors and ceiling as we charged through those monsters. We threw hand grenades, shot bullets everywhere. At that very moment, I felt just like Silver must have, fighting desperately for his life.
This fucker is trying to bite me. Robert, help me, help me.
Oh no, he is damned well not. Get off of you, son of a bitch. I slammed my pistol into his open mouth, which was going straight for her neck, and blew his brains all over the elevator doors, which exploded in a shower of glass and brains.
Behind you.
3 more zombies came up behind me. Jasmine's pistol took out one, her knife took out the other, and I simply grabbed the third, threw him to the floor, and crushed his face with my fist. These guys are starting to piss me off.
Stab this bitch too. Shove a hand grenade up her ass.
Jez grabbed the large female zombie, threw her to the floor, and well, did just that. The half-new zombie was no match for that badass bitch.
How do you like that, girl? Shove a bomb straight up your butt, bitch.
Jasmine, you are sick.
Hey, this girl can kick some ass. Silver taught me very well.
I think you hung around him too long, babe. Just saying.
Well, don't be just saying. I'll whip you too, boy.
Oh, I might like that.
My god, Robert. We're in the middle of a zombie horde and all you have on your mind is sex. You know good and damned well we are strictly business partners. But if we do manage to get that paperwork and make it out alive, I might give you a kiss.
I'll be looking forward to that. Look out. I smashed my pistol into the skull of an oncoming zombie that was sneaking up behind Jasmine, and that's when I saw the door. At the far end of the hall, that was the office we were looking for. In black letters across the door, it read, Office of Mr. Reed.
Robert, that's it. The office of Jaws. Grab your rifle and hold down the trigger. Full speed ahead, baby.
And we did just that. We held down our triggers and blasted our way through the rest of those monsters, throwing grenades, punches, sending bodies flying everywhere.
Kick down the door.
Jasmine and I braced ourselves and kicked that door right off its hinges. We smashed our way into the room and stopped dead.
Holy shit. Now that is amazing. I have never seen so much clutter in my life. But I must say, it is beautiful. Michael is going to love this.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I was expecting to find some paperwork here, but that's it. The amount of ammunition, guns, illegal drugs, as well as paperwork was simply astounding. Oh my lord. Jasmine, look at all of this. This is an absolute goldmine.
And I thought that Dr. Dan's office was chock full of information. But this... wow.
You know what I think? I think our little story that Michael wants us to report to that news guy just expanded immensely.
No doubt about that. Also, I now see where Silver got all of his weapons from. I mean, he was a part of this crime family at one time, was he not?
Yes, that's true, but listen, concerning all of these explosives, ammunition and so on, not a word to Michael. Maybe it's just me, but Jasmine, I feel like at some point down the road, we just might need to come back here for this stuff. Better it is kept a secret.
Deal. Grab the paperwork. There are at least 3 folders in here. I doubt that it is all what we're looking for, but every little bit helps.
Right, let's grab this and be off.
Very well.
Truth to tell you, this building was very heavily populated by zombies, and I really don't want to find out if there are any more in here.
I couldn't agree with you more, Robert.
Once we were safely down in the parking lot area, and I had loaded our precious cargo into the trunk, I turned to see Jasmine standing in front of me. Jasmine, what is it?
Well, are you just going to stand there and stare? Pucker up those lips, boy. Don't be a sissy. After all, didn't I promise you a kiss?
You see now, Jasmine, I really don't think.
You saved my life in there.
Jasmine?
Damn it, boy, don't be such a wimp. Squeeze my butt and kiss me. You earned it.
How could a man say no to that? And so, I did it, exactly as she requested.
Bet you like that, huh, boy?
Well, yes.
In the car. We must go.
We arrived at the station 20 minutes later. We never said a word to Michael about what happened in that building. I thought that was best.
All right now. You two. We have sorted through this paperwork. All of it seems to be written details about the crimes and stories of each individual that you two knew of. Very interesting reads, if I must say. Now here is the deal. You two knew these men and women personally. Well, most of them anyway. We are going to sit here, and we are going to go over every single word. We need to know how the world needs to know about it. You agree? Rob? Jazz?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course.
Rob? This is Brad. He's going to be listening in on this meeting. Taking notes.
Robert, Jasmine, good to meet you too. You have become very famous after the incidents with Jaws, Charles and Silver. Very famous crime family they were. And of course, let us not forget, Alex and Karen from the mental facility. Quite a story. I'd love to hear how all of this madness started.
Brad, let's just say, the second he walked into the room, I knew there was something weird about him. But, Michael being the way he was, I couldn't question it.
Well, Robert, they want to hear the story. Let's tell them all about it. We have all the information right here.
Excellent. I want to hear it all. From the beginning. I want to know how a man went from being so simple to so evil. Tell me about Alex. Tell me about this crime family. I want to know about a man named Reed, his fall and the rise. The rise of the demon named Jaws.
Our story continues in episode 2 of Jaws, Rise of the Demon.